As a child, I was never aware of sex. I was very aware of gender. When I was 8, on Christmas Day, I had a strange experience that I kept locked in some compartment of my memory. And I didn't want to think about it for many years, but it keeps coming back in my writing. In all my writing, there are seduced children or seductive children. And I think that I can trace that back to that Christmas Day. I was walking in the beach alone early in the morning with a stroller and a doll. And I stopped at some rocks, and this fisherman walked out of the water. He was getting sea urchins from the rocks, I suppose. And he saw me, and he came over and started talking to me. And he offered me some urchin. I had never tasted it. I had seen it often. It's a very strange animal. It looks like a rock with spines and bones all over. And then he opened it, and inside there was this fleshy, humid thing that smelled so strongly of iodine and salt. And the guy had me smell it and said, "This is how women in heat smell it." And then he took one of these pieces of peachy flesh and put it in my mouth. And something happened between him and I that was like a seduction. I think he was going to touch me or something, but then my nanny cried for me, screamed my name, and I ran back. And before I left, this fisherman said, "I'll meet you here at 4, and we will go someplace, alone, you and I, and we will play Mama and Papa." And he took me to a forest up in the hills. It was mainly pines and eucalyptus. He was holding my hand very tightly. I was fascinated. I was fascinated by the thrill and the threat and the danger. And there was a scene there of seduction that today would be called child abuse, probably. And then after it was over, we walked together down the hill, and I was crying. I was very scared. And he said, "Don't cry and don't tell anybody, because your grandfather may kill me if he knows about this." So I went home very scared, and I didn't want to confront my grandfather. I didn't want him to see me because I thought he would read it in my face. The fisherman gave me another date. He said, "You are going to meet me here tomorrow again at the same time." And the next day, I walked all the way to where the fisherman's village was. I saw a crowd of people there, and I walked toward the crowd, and then 2 policemen came. And I got in between the legs of the people, and I saw that there was a person there lying on the floor, on the sand. And that was the fisherman. He was dead.